Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to BattleTech, where I have made some decisions. First of all, I did remember to make that big list of all of the systems we've been to. It turns out it's not that big, haven't been that many episodes. I went ahead and scheduled the commando repair. I didn't put any new weapons on it, just like get it back together so that we can move it to storage and stop paying upkeep on it. And I think we should hit our mech warriors real quick here, just make sure everybody's XP is in a reasonable spot. Reckless has 4,500 XP, and I think with her, really, we just want to keep focusing up tactics for the moment. I'm not sure that any of the rest of this stuff matters too much.
Training complete.
I want to get to that called shot bonus, though. That's important to me. Okay, Ricochet has breaching shot now, which is awesome.
Mech warrior training complete.
So there's a name for each group of 3 skills, I think. Reckless is now a sharpshooter. Ricochet has become a skirmisher. You can see when you obviously there are some less impressive names available down at the lower numbers of skills. Let's see what picking up coolant vent will turn this guy into. He goes from defender to gladiator. Ah, Saber, aren't you tough? Probably. Well, I don't know. Hold on. I'm not sure what his role is going to be in the next job or two. Actually, I don't know what we want to do with Rocket either.
Standing by.
I think with Sand Cricket, we're definitely headed toward like Master Tactician. She could be the one who pilots. Now that Centurion is temporarily out of commission, we could have Sand Cricket be the one who pilots the Thunderbolt. Or the Hatchet Man. Just something... You know, we can have Sand Cricket be the one who pilots the Thunderbolt, because she has Sensor Lock to use when we can't get range with the Thunderbolt. We can move her toward Master Tactician, which will get her the ability to fire that great big gun earlier in the battle, and it'll give her called shot bonus, which is really valuable to have with a single big impact weapon. So, if she's going to do all that, if I decide she's going to be our close range mech specialist, then what is a good secondary skill for her to pick up? And Bulwark's probably a good idea, right? Could go after Sure Footing to get the extra evasion charge. I'm gonna head her up guts a little bit here.
Training complete.
She's gonna be running up on people. She could use the extra health probably. Alright, and then I think we are...
Commander, I'm here.
We haven't figured out what we want to do with Rocket yet. So, we have a couple of people with breaching shot. It's not necessary to have that on too many mechs. It might be a good idea to pick up another person with Ace Pilot or Master Tactician. My suspicion is we may not even need the 1 coolant vent we have. I definitely don't think we need 2 coolant vents. So, what direction do we want to take her in? We have a little bit of everything now, which is nice. We have a lot of our different bases covered. The multi-shot is just kind of good and generally useful. But we can't, right, I'm trying not to pick up coolant vents, so I'm looking at what we could use as a secondary skill. And these are both pretty good. I'm going to take tactics with her.
Mech warrior training complete.
Okay, so we'll just have more than one person that has this profile. That's fine. And with that, I think we are ready to head out to the new world that I've selected here. I think we're just heading over to Wyeth's Glory. It's nearby, not too expensive to get there. It's the right challenge level, hoping to see some good 2-skull missions here. It is abandoned, but there is a Capellan and pirate presence, also Canopians. The colony of Thamel was abandoned after several battles left the surface irradiated and uninhabitable. The Capellans have made several attempts to re-establish an outpost on the world, naming it Wyeth's Glory after one of the mech warriors killed in battle there. Yep, Glory. It's a battlefield world, so there might be some cool stuff available in the shop. That aside, it doesn't really have anything interesting. But I think let's head out. We will get there before our next month's pay has to go out. So hopefully we'll be able to make a little bit of money on the way to next month's pay, and then be able to make a slightly more informed decision about what level of pay we should go for.
Hey boss, we've just completed those upgrades.
Also, we could get started on a new ship upgrade. I really do want the next level of engines. This will take us below our pay threshold, but that's not a big deal as long as we can make any money at all. Yeah, I wanna
Alright, I'll get the team on it right away.
go ahead and grab that. Now, it is worth noting that only increases the parts of our travel where we are flying. So there's still, like, this part would go faster, but there's still some amount of time where we're latching to the jump ship, and then the jump ship is charging up. So the more jumping we have to do, the less value we're going to get out of our improved engines.
Completely out of cash.
I hear you, Darius.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Alright, 8 days, 7 days to Wyatt's Glory, 4 more days after that, until we have to make pay. If all of the jobs here are against the local pirate organization, then we'll just have to lose some rep, because we do in fact have to get some stuff done. But the engine upgrades are valuable. They're more valuable the earlier we get them, and making upgrades to the Argo in general is just worth score, so.
We're nearly broke, Commander.
I know, you told me that on this very trip. I feel like there should be a limit on how often those can appear. It's like once every time you travel is enough. The Argo's current budget includes a line item for crew entertainment, so after polling the morning briefing for preferences, Darius places an order. Soon a shipment of popular new holovid chips from Wyatt's Glory arrives. A mix of action, historical drama, horror, screwball comedies, and animated features. Has there been a new wave of screwball comedies, or are they still watching, like, Some Like It Hot? Probably not. You know, there's some camaraderie to be had here, but also people could get pissy with each other about not getting to see the thing they wanted to see. Let's just, people can have their own private viewing parties, you know? The new holovid chips prove so enjoyable that the crew voluntarily sets up a waitlist as an alternative to crowding in front of a tiny barracks view screen. Later in the week, Saber finds you in the mess. Commander, thanks for all the new holovids. I just love the new episodes of Rough Riders. They really capture life in the periphery. Rough Riders, of course, is a show popular in the Taurian Concordat. This holovid series was spawned by the increasing Wild West ethos that took hold in the periphery following the collapse of the Star League. Rough Riders centered around mech warrior errants protecting colonial settlers from the perennial scourge of pirate raiders. You know, pirate raiders, like us. It's good to see people in high spirits. I wonder if you get that event if you're at a level of funding that does not provide any morale. Actually, I should have had a look at the store. We should look. We can't buy anything. There's nothing. Interesting. I assumed that scavengers would have something for sale on account of the battlefield tag on this planet saying explicitly that scavengers will have stuff for sale. So that catches me a tiny bit off guard. I mean, like, I know there's no planetary government, but it's not like this place is completely abandoned. We can get jobs here, right? We can get jobs here, right? Tell me we can get jobs here. Darius, you're killing me. Alright. So, covert supplies against the local pirate organization, or abandoned factory working for the local pirate organization against the Capellans. Hey, awesome. And it's a reasonable difficulty, and it's pretty good pay. I think we actually will probably cut salvage on this a little bit. I don't like the fact that there's only one good job here. Obviously, the Capellans are not going to pay us. Yeah, we might have to back off of Capellan space a little bit. My theory was that around the edges of Capellan space would be the best place to get employed by people to screw with the Capellans. But maybe we want to go deep into other people's space, just wherever we can see Capellan activity. This is what we're doing, though. Let's actually read the job. A pirate patrol detected unexpected signals here in Wyatt's Glory, and we'd like you to investigate. Analysis suggests that the Capellan Confederation has reactivated an abandoned factory on the planet's surface. Hey, this is familiar. Somehow I doubt there's a lost mech factory on this backwater world. Probably manufactures low-G bicycles or something else useless. Yeah, I don't really care about that. I care that we get paid to blow it up. I'm good at blowing stuff up. Sorry, capturing it. I will endeavor to blow it up as little as possible. Here's the real question. Do I want to go all the way to 02? there might not be anything cool in the loot. We really could use a little bit of money right now. I'm going to do this. We're going to take the full monetary value on this one. It's so hard to know what you're going to get with 2 skulls, you know? Alright, so let's have Sand Cricket in the Thunderbolt, I think. And then Rocket and Saber are both in high spirits. I think we want to keep Ricochet in the Jaeger mech. Yeah, now that we have Breaching Shot available, I want to keep the 2 Breachers in. Maybe it's best to have it be Rocket in the Hatchet Man, just so that we can generate some XP here. Because this mission's probably not going to be that hard. Yeah, Saber can take a break because we need the XP on some other people. And we still have our 2 very experienced pilots to sort of guide them. Yeah, I'm comfortable with this drop. I think our team is pretty good right now. Not to say that it couldn't get better, but we have a solid base from which to build, at least. I do not love all of this travel time. I really want to be doing more jobs per world, you know? But I wanted to find a world this time that was within the travel window of our payment date. So that did limit things somewhat. To be perfectly honest, I feel less bad about this job than I do about some of the other pirate jobs. We're just capturing a factory here. Nothing sinister about that. Alright, we are here to capture the abandoned factory, that's true. Get your eyes on the facility, figure out what we're facing, blow up all the turrets, you know the deal. We all know the deal. This is a little inconvenient.
Confirmed.
And we can just jump over it, right?
Engaging jump jets.
Maybe we could jump over it. We're gonna find out.
Lift it off. Up high.
What is our, do we have any particular positives or negatives from the climate?
Yes, Commander.
It's just like a woodland climate. I think it has the normal heat generation and stuff.
Move order received.
I think I want to jump clean over. Although, actually, the blackjack being up high is useful. Yeah, maybe we'll, have the blackjack just chill out up here.
Position confirmed.
Coordinates received.
There's certainly a possibility of turrets. I would be very surprised if there were no turrets. I don't see a ton of stands for them. It does say eliminate base turrets. It's right there.
Commander?
There actually must be base turrets. We know this. Alright, facility looks unoccupied save for some automated turrets. Bust those defenses, get inside the perimeter. Sounds easy. We're seeing energy signatures for fixed defenses powering up. Not a big surprise there. So unfortunately, it looks like we can't quite get close enough to get a sensor reading right now. Oh, I guess we're all going to get to move before it's time to actually do stuff here. So we'll be able to get a sensor reading next turn. Oh, Sand Cricket, sorry. Sand Cricket does not operate on 3. I guess that's a problem with having the sensor lock in the Thunderbolt, is that it moves so slowly. That's fine. We're going to pick up that extra point of initiative at some point. What have we here? A Shredder, okay. Not a particular danger at our engagement range. Problem solved.
Target destroyed. Order?
Trying to... Rocket. Alright, take Rocket's turn here.
Acknowledged. I got a center trace.
Yes, boss. Heading out.
This does seem remarkably easy, doesn't it? I assume...
Commander. You've
Yeah,
got
this is what I was about to say.
hostile contact inbound.
I assume the part where it gets tricky is going to be when when those reinforcements show up. Alright, hopefully we've got a turn before they make contact, because we could probably knock these turrets out pretty quickly.
Standing by.
Seems like at least 2 of them moving on 3 from the amount of time there. It's just a guess, though.
Standing by.
Alright, Sand Cricket can get us actual vision of one of them and a sensor lock on the other one. Yeah, let's take that. I want these things down. Okay, we're getting a couple of readings. My guess is the sensor at the back is more likely to be a problem for us. It's more likely to be a sniper, less likely to be a shredder. She's out of range. She should probably jump down into the woods. Yeah, we can deal with this thing and have Ricochet kill the other one probably. God, I love good autocannons.
Target destroyed.
And that's got us up to 50 resolve. Fantastic. This is a really good start to a mission.
Consider me there.
Yep, 4 autocannons. Not allowed. 97 health is definitely not... This does not warrant firing all of the weapons. Let's give it... Let's see. The autocannon... I'm going to try to generate no heat here. The autocannon plus 35 damage will bring it down to 62. So we need to put another 16 missiles into it, which means I want to fire about 20 missiles. If the autocannon shot misses, we don't get it now. But this doesn't burn too much of my ammo, and it doesn't generate any heat at all. I'll leave the 5 on, just in case we roll a little bit under expected value. Okay, autocannon misses pretty bad. Managed to leave it at 1 health. Awesome.
Standing by.
Good work, everybody. She can't get in range to shoot it with the lasers, and I don't want to spend autocannon ammo on it, but it looks like I have to. Man, that autocannon shot was 95%. Yeah, I really, really don't want to do this, but it's going to get to shoot at me with 4 AC2s if I don't. And that is like
Listen up.
over 100 damage it could deal. Alright, it seems that I have found all of the enemies. Yeah, let's just take the shot. Very disappointing.
One less turret.
That's alright, she doesn't always have to use her autocannon. Sometimes she gets to use the axe. I suspect this thing is a shredder, not a sniper, so I think we probably actually don't have to be afraid of it. I'm gonna reserve until after the rest of them go. Because right now we're in really solid defensive positions, with the exception of the Thunderbolt. So I'm not afraid of them right now.
I'm here.
Alright, let's see what we can see. So I kind of don't want to reveal this turret, or I don't want that turret to have vision of me.
Engage and jump jet.
Alright, what have we? Commando, Shadowhawk, Commando, and a Vindicator. These Commandos look like they're both the normal loadout. What am I most worried about here? The Vindicator, I think, is the most dangerous thing on the field. I have 75 resolve, so... with Rocket's High Spirits, that allows me to take a precision strike without losing our buff. Let's take out... what part of you is the PPC mounted on? I think it's right torso with this one? No, it's all the way to the right arm. Alright.
Affirmative.
This will push him down to 2 initiative, which will mean that all of our mechs get to go before him next turn. I think it's unlikely he gets a solid turn off on us. What if I were to jump back up? Does that make sense? Certainly won't get my medium laser. Oh, I actually don't have a shot on the Vindicator if I do that. Alright, we'll just walk a little bit. Not a great shot. But I suppose I want to remove his last evasion charge. I think I want to do that before I go firing any of the other weapons at him. And we'll try to get Reckless up on the hill up here soon. That will help quite a bit.
Engaging target.
Okay, not great, not great.
Yes, Commander.
And we are firing into 40% damage reduction. There's not a lot I can do about that. Can I get a direct shot on him? No, I can get a direct shot on somebody. That's fine.
On my way.
The LRMs are pretty accurate at this range. Put a little bit of stability on him. We will almost certainly be able to knock him down. Because remember, we all get to go before he does again. Okay, destroyed a couple of his heat sinks. That's good. Vindicator potentially could run hot.
Good to go.
And you don't really get anything. We definitely need to, like, jump or something. Wow, I can't get anywhere. Holy crap. Really, moving and sprinting and jumping all move the same amount of distance on this turn. That's very odd.
Moving out.
Well, I guess I'm sensor locking somebody to screw with their weapons. The Shadowhawk has an AC5. This guy has these two guys have large lasers. Who do I care about more? I probably care more about the Shadowhawk. Because it has a bunch of other stuff going on too.
I've got a sensor lock.
Scramble him a little bit. So the two commandos get to move now. And then we get an action before the Shadowhawk does. And then yeah, we're in pretty good shape here. I think I may even just let the Shadowhawk take its shot and let's focus on the Vindicator. Really do our best to get one of these mechs down. The fact that it mostly took damage on its left side is kind of annoying, but it's cool for the Hatchet Man, because that's the side I'm good at moving toward. Although it looks like, actually, I'm going to get a frontal arc shot no matter what here. Oh, that's the wrong guy. Here we go. No, yeah, I am shooting at that side, so it's pretty okay that that's the damage side. And I don't think I want to spend any resolve or anything, although I could. Her precision strike is available. Yeah, I'm gonna let the Shadowhawk have its turn. Let's just put it on the ground. So that knocks it down to initiative 1. I bet we can finish this thing off. It has 81 center health, so we're probably better off coring it, especially since I'm not trying to get any salvage anyway off of it. We don't get to pick any salvage. Okay, you're alright, you're alright.
Barely hit, Commander.
Yeah, there's a lot of armor on that Hatchet Man. For a mech as light as it is, it's real tough. Alright, let's take advantage of that called shot bonus. It has 1 center torso health left.
Critical damage detected.
What unfortunate rounding.
Commander.
Okay, this seems like a fine time for a multi-shot.
Roger that.
Question is, how many missiles do I think it's going to take to kill this thing? Because we aren't going to get to aim if we multi-shot, and I do think we want a multi-shot. I want to start in on this Shadowhawk now. So let's go like you and you. are my targets. I'm gonna give it one of the 10s, maybe? In 10 missiles, with a 95% chance of... You know what? I'll give it the 5 as well. And if this doesn't work, Sand Cricket can still clean it up, but this is pretty likely to work. It just needs to be one center torso hit. Over 15 shots, 13 of which we're expecting to land. Right? Even being generous with the miss chance. And then we can start working that Shadowhawk over.
Splitting target.
Okay. Efficiency. Okay, that arm only has a laser on it. We could take off the LRMs as well, maybe. That's not too bad. Can't get a good shot. Can get a shot that doesn't make me visible to the turret. Being very, very careful to fight around a direct line of sight here. Oh. Nope. I can see the turret. But I can't draw a line of effect to it. It might be a range thing, so this might actually have range on me. That would be bad. Guess we'll find out. It doesn't do enough damage to be a real threat to her in a single round. So I'm not going to stress too much about it.
Target's
Okay.
taking a critical hit.
Critical hit him in the LRM ammo bin. Pretty bad for him. We could certainly take a mission that's a little bit harder than this. It's just the difficulty is so tough to guess how hard a mission's going to be. In one sense, I like that. I like the fact that you always have to be nervous, but it does mean that I end up doing a lot of missions that are easier than I need them to be because of the fact that failure is fairly unforgiving. Like I said, once we have one or two more good fighting size mechs, it won't be so backbreaking if we lose something anymore, and then I think we'll be open to taking a lot more chances. Only 65%. I don't really want to use an aim shot on him. I want to maintain our what do you call it? Our inspired bonus. Can't get anywhere near him for a chop. Because the stability damage from a chop would definitely bring him over. Autocannon does 30 stability. I think that should be enough. Definitely want to try to get a little bit of evasion while still maintaining some cover while going for that shot. Yeah, I'm going to try this. If the autocannon hits, I think it'll knock him down.
This should be good.
Yeah, I do believe that was a knockdown. Oh, also, ammo explosions.
Destroyed.
Oh, center torso. He was keeping SRM ammo in the center torso. That's why you're not supposed to do that. That's why that person warned me not to do that. Ammo explosions in your center torso are really bad. Alright, let's see if we can take out this turret, maybe. I am more worried about the turret than I am about these guys. Is that reasonable? 2 SRM 6 bays is 92 total damage? No, 96 total damage. Yeah, and we're way more likely to kill this thing right now with the autocannons than we are to kill one of the commandos right now. Alright.
Target destroyed.
Waiting for orders.
Let's overkill the hell out of some tiny little commandos. So I'm going to focus on this guy. But I'm going to fire one weapon at that guy just to strip his evasion charge. And then we're going to have the Thunderbolt try to blow him up. I think we might be able to kill them both here, actually.
Firing.
It is at least within the realm of possibility. These things are very lightly armored. Okay, not actually a kill there. But a considerable amount of damage to the pilot, at least.
What's up, boss?
Alright, Sand Cricket.
Heading
You know
out.
what you must do. We're gonna aim shot, center torso, just punch the middle of this thing clean out. Okay, actually, this is a bad angle for that, but we're still gonna go for it.
Inflicted
4.
heavy damage.
He has 4 health, center. It turns out he's unsteady, did you know? Alright, what, little commando? What do you got? He does still have a medium laser and 2 entire SRMs. So we gotta be wary. At this point, I'm just mocking a man that I'm murdering. It's maybe poor decorum. It's good pirate behavior, though.
Light damage. Holding firm. Standing by.
Right? I think this is right.
Engaging.
The only thing that was left of that mech is the head and the legs. Head just like spinning in the air, like something out of a what do you call it? Out of a Looney Tunes cartoon. Some Wile E. Coyote shit is happening here.
Committed.
Okay. That one was pretty easy and pretty lucrative. Unfortunately, that is the only one we're going to get here. What are we doing? Are we not done? Oh, right. I do have to actually occupy the base, don't I?
Commander?
You're fast.
Location confirmed.
On the move.
I guess I don't really need anybody but the Hatchet Man to move. It's possible that there's going to be another phase to this, I suppose.
Waiting for orders.
Maybe things will turn out not to be what they seem. Does happen from time to time. Did it not lock in the brace? Nope, it totally didn't. I pressed that button a bunch of times.
Commander?
Okay, look, I
Copy that,
occupied it.
Commander.
Is that not... Are we not good? It might be that I have to end the turn, but it might also be that I have to send everybody down there? No, okay, we're cool.
Mission.
I feel like once all of the enemy threats are dead, you can just, you know, knock that one in. Alright, so 780,000. Pretty good. Where are we at on... Okay, we got a commando piece and an autocannon. Actually, pretty happy about the autocannon. That is an extra commando for us. Yeah, we haven't sold... Actually, I still have to move the other one out of the active bay.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
There are 2 different commandos, aren't there? Okay, these are both 1Bs, though. So, move them both into storage. And then we can go to the store and potentially sell one of them. I don't know who to, but there's certainly no sense in having 2 of these things. Alright. Nobody to buy from, but always people... For some reason, there's always people trying to buy a commando. Everybody wants them. Alright, well, I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed with this. Did any more contracts show up? Yes. A travel contract to Lynn. This is the one we already had, wasn't it? No, I don't think it is. This is the world they wanted us to go to before, but I think this is a different contract. Okay, this is interesting. So, to be clear... This world is right here. It's not a place we've been before. It does have some of the traits we like. And it doesn't... This contract does not specifically mention vehicles in the text. Satellite surveillance pictures show a heavy lance inserted onto the planet's surface by a Canopian dropship. Currently, we believe they're securing their LZ, preparing for whatever operation they have planned. Before they finish securing the area, we'd like you to interrupt them. Yeah, okay, let's do it. Let's go for it. So with this being a 2.5, there might be some salvage that we want, but I'm just going to take 1 piece. I am cool with this. They're going to pay our travel costs, so all that is left is the flying.
By your command.
So hold up. We are... Where are we at, actually, with reputations? Are we close to maxing out? Okay, I assume the bar ends at negative 100. If we can just get to... I don't know, this is probably 33-ish, right? If we just get to 33 with the local pirate organization, we'll actually be in another bracket. I'm assuming that the marks on here are meaningful in some way. Maybe we'll start to see some cool stuff happen. I have no idea how the black market works, if it requires you to be cool with pirates to use it or whatever. Also, I saw that there's a new Flashpoint added. I'm interested in that. Let's go extravagant. I'm feeling like we can do this. Let's try to push up to 41 morale as quickly as possible. Also worth noting,
Those upgrades you asked for?
you do get money,
Online, Commander.
or you do get points based on your morale. Alright, let's see what the next ship upgrade we want to work on is. We could upgrade the drive engine even more if we do some more, structural and power type reinforcement. We don't really need more habitat pods. We're pretty okay as is. We don't need more mech bays yet. This would be quite a lot of extra mech tech points. That's very expensive, though. We could just get extra tech points, but right now that's not really a bottleneck for us either. So what it comes down to is either XP for people who have fewer than 10,000 total experience points, leading to training module B, although we have to pick up the extra habitat pod to get the next level of training module anyway. Or we just start building recreation stuff. I think that seems like probably the way to go.
Sure thing.
That's
It'll take a
expensive,
bit, but we'll get it done.
but we'll be alright. We have 29 days until the next pay period, and we're on our way to probably a job right now. What I'm assuming will be a job. There is a non-zero chance that it's just a trap, but the pirates kind of like us. It seems like the pirates kind of like
This thing is
us.
just about gone, Commander.
I wonder how many more times Darius is going to say that before we get to Lin Huaiguan. I'll put the over-under at one more. Have a little betting pool among the crew. And that way, when I announce the number of times that he said it, so that the winner can come and collect their money, he will be shamed. Alright, what is this? Dr. Barad's voice calls to you from across the hall. Over here, Commander, near the lockers. When you round the corner, you find her, Centurion, and something that looks suspiciously like a moonshine still. Dr. Barad looks up at you, a slight frown on her face. This mech warrior was just explaining to me how she came to build a device to make, what was the term? Engine room rust gut. Centurion looks chagrined, but defends herself with, I was just trying to make some money, and maybe have a bit of fun. We're all going a little stir-crazy. This stuff cannot be safe to drink. It's called rust gut. Centurion is not naive enough to tell me the actual truth. Something here is not being revealed. Let's find out what it is. I'm gonna let her keep the still intact. It could explode, right? Doesn't moonshine sometimes explode? Maybe she's smart enough not to be making that kind. We'll move the still to the kitchen. You task Centurion with moving the still to the kitchen, and she does so with enthusiasm. For a few days, her engine room rust gut is available on the mess deck in moderate amounts. Sadly, the consensus opinion is that it is completely undrinkable. Nevertheless, Centurion finishes off the final batch by herself before the kitchen staff takes the still apart. So high spirits, but also she's a drunk. Okay, that's bad. That's a bad thing that has happened there. Centurion, we're gonna get you some help. I don't know when or where, but we'll get this worked out for you. Boy, that's gonna be a tough thing to deal with in space. I don't know how she's gonna get to AA.
We're almost completely out of cash.
Let's not do the contract just yet. Out of curiosity here. Let's look at the store. Nothing. Place is abandoned. Never anything worth buying. What else is available to us here? Please tell me it's not nothing. Please tell me there's at least one other good job. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff. We found Pirate Heaven. Awesome. Okay, let's do this job. A heavy lance inserted by a Canopian dropship. What on earth might they mean by heavy? Also, hold on. We have some XP to spend again. Yep. doing that. Centurion probably is going to come with us.
Training complete.
Maybe she drives the hatchet man, right? Run up, melee somebody, then next turn shoot the autocannon at them before backing away. It's pretty good.
Waiting for orders.
You don't have enough XP for me to want to push you up anywhere. What am I doing with you? We don't really need this. Honestly, it might be a good idea to go after some tactics because we can lower the indirect fire penalty with him.
Training confirmed, Commander.
Now that we've got his skills set up.
Standing by.
Saber, I'm not sure what to do with you yet. You are headed this way.
Mech Warrior training complete.
Okay, so Sand Cricket has the called shot bonus now, which is very useful. Let's get on the contract. I'm not sure she's coming with us, because this one might be tough. I might want to bring the most experienced pilots on the 2.5s and then have the 1.5s for everybody else. So it would be kind of nice to have, like, maybe we go Rocket in the Thunderbolt and Centurion in here. I'm just thinking we could bring Saber in the Thunderbolt, but I kind of like the idea of having a sensor lock available for it. Yeah, let's try it this way. That said, Saber's in high spirits. Like, this, if we bring both of these people, we're talking about very, very easy use of our morale abilities. Yeah, let's go for that. We'll do this without the extra sensor lock. So, to be clear, part of the reason I'm worried about the description heavy lance is that the word heavy has an actual mechanical meaning, right? It refers to a class of mechs that I'm not really ready to take on. A lance that's all heavies, that might be a little much for us. These like 65 tons things like Shadowhawks or Thunderbolts rather are heavy mechs. I don't know, I guess we'll see. You know what, if it gives us a bunch of heavy mechs but they're not, their armor isn't in perfect shape or something, we probably could still handle them. Alright, this is where satellite pictures showed the hostile lance touching down. Move up and make contact. Expect serious resistance. Yeah, okay, I do. I expect that. Okay, we probably want to be careful with the jumping here in the desert biome. Jump as little as we can get away with.
Location confirmed.
Nope, I'm trying to tell the Agermech to move forward near you, not to select you.
Coordinates received.
Affirmative.
So I'm thinking that the Thunderbolt is maybe fanning out to the wrong side a little bit here. I should have really thought about my approach plan. I guess this is a good way for the Thunderbolt to approach that is mostly behind cover. Because obviously it doesn't really want to get into stuff until we're pretty much right up on them.
Waiting for orders. All right.
So the ordering of the portraits on the bottom, and thus the order in which it naturally selects your mech for you, your mechs for you, is based on, it's just the same order that we set up in the pre-drop screen. I kind of wish, though, it would sort them by, like, initiative or something. Basically, I just want the Hatchet Man to go first. We'll probably have to move the Hatchet Man to the leftmost mech and warrior receptacle on that screen. I think I'm just going to reserve. Let's, they're clearly aware of us. Let's let them come in a little bit. Plus, we've been moving fast. We're as evasive now as we're ever going to be. Not getting a read on anything else yet, huh? That's weird. Okay, here's something. 55.
Yes, Commander.
So yeah, they're definitely using the word heavy in a way that does not describe the classes of the mechs.
I'm receiving you.
Have the Hatchet Man run up and get vision of that guy,
Order acknowledged.
while also getting into cover. Very important. Wow. Just a spider, huh? Not even a spider that's in perfect shape. Okay, this is going to be pretty easy. Hood attack. I'm not sure that it's... I'm going to fire a single laser at it. Just to make it a little bit easier for other people to hit.
All right.
I'm not spending an autocannon bullet on a 30%
Failed to
shot.
connect.
Alright, they got something moving on too, so they have something reasonably heavy. I don't know if she's gonna be able to get a shot. We can jump up to here.
Commander.
It'd be really cool if we could get Saber close enough to take a shot, because I want to strip another evasion point. Yeah, we just have to sprint.
On it.
One of those situations where it'd be really cool to have sensor lock. Okay, they have 2 mechs moving on too.
Time to earn our pay.
Or, I mean, they might, vehicles or something. Wow. Could very well be an LRM
Target
carrier.
Minimal damage.
Could also just be like a Jaeger mech or a trebuchet. So does Reckless even take the shot? Yeah, okay, we're fairly likely to hit. I guess I do. The question is, do we want to do this more than I want to, like, sensor lock that 55-ton and start dumping missiles? I think the answer is no. I definitely want to reveal this and shoot it a lot. Okay, we know that that is in fact a mech. It's 65. I bet we're looking at a trebuchet.
Sensor lock on target.
Okay, so that's just your everyday standard Shadowhawk. It is sitting in the mineral field, so that's annoying.
Waiting for orders.
Still gonna shoot at it, obviously. Yeah, we have a pretty good shot. Completely removing all of its evasion was definitely helpful.
On it.
Not a bad start. We got a lot of its stuff off. Man, 25 resolve per turn. So good. So good. Alright, we can't completely ignore the spider, but we can ignore the spider to some degree. That thing's gonna move next.
Commander?
Means that maybe I just want to move up and take a shot at it. I'm just thinking that, actually, we don't know that's going to move next. They do have 2 mechs on 3. I'm wondering if it's worth it to sensor lock it again. No, there's no way. It can't be, right? I can't move the blackjack up close enough to get real vision of it. I'm gonna challenge it with the Hatchet Man a little bit here.
Copy that, Commander.
We're getting reasonable cover, getting a couple points of evasion. I think this thing's worth firing into. I do not want to spend precision strike. Yeah, we'll just hope to get lucky a little bit.
All weapons are go.
Yeah, that was pretty lucky. So we may be able to remove his autocannon yet. Okay, the other one is going first. Whatever it is, it has a PPC on it and also some LRMs. That doesn't tell us a lot.
They're heading your way.
Okay, here comes the hard part. This is the part where we have to fight 2 lances that are roughly equivalent to our lance at the same time. I'm pretty sure I don't want to do any trickery here, trying to force his initiative down. I think I just take my shots, let him have his shots, then we deal with him afterward.
All weapons committed.
Okay, strip the center torso. Gonna have to endure a shot from that autocannon, but I think we'll be alright. Come and get it, you coward. Nope, they have 3 max on 3. Also, that PPC
Commander?
hit me in the head. That sucks. Centurion just got out of the med bay. Okay, so they have 100 mechs on. I'm assuming that when we got that message from Darius, it spawned one entire lance over there. So we are now just fighting 7 mechs. Or, 8 mechs, probably. Well, we're going to get it down to 7 real fast here if we can.
Commander.
Yeah, that headshot sucked. So you did not move out of the mineral field, but you did make a move that gave you no evasion. So there's a chance we just get a kill here. Not super likely. We could take the precision strike. Try to drive as much stuff center as we can. And if we get the kill plus next turn's, the beginning of the turn, resolve will push us back over 50. I think it's worth doing.
Here we go.
Not a good start. Okay, almost nothing's hitting center. Alright, we got there. Just enough. Just enough.
Down.
That's one fairly large mech that I am pretty happy not to have to worry about anymore. Hatchet Man is just getting completely manhandled.
Waiting for orders.
In a sense, the PPC shot hitting the head is a good thing, because it means that we don't... that damage probably didn't actually contribute in a way that they'll be able to build on. They're unlikely to get another headshot and everything, but I gotta say, I am not... Even so, not overjoyed. Alright, I'm gonna sprint the Thunderbolt out into the open. It's got a lot of evasion, but it should be a little bit more attractive of a target, and we could certainly afford to have this thing take a hit or two. Okay, yes, that's just a standard build Jaeger mech. No more headshots, no more headshots. Okay, alright, we're still standing. Everything's fine.
I'm losing armor bad.
Not even unsteady yet. Alright, are they going to use the spider to start stripping the evasion charges? Okay, this is fine by me. We gotta split some of the damage off of the Hatchet Man somehow. And this turn he'll have actual killing to do.
Waiting for orders.
So where's the worst damage? Your left arm is mostly fine. Although that is where the ammo is on that side. I should probably have the ammo in the right torso with the autocannon. Yeah, that feels like a little bit of an error on my part. We could do this, because I gotta start taking down this Jaeger mech, right? Still not really afraid of the spider. Gain evasion, stay in cover, be bulwarked,
Confirmed.
strip armor. Okay, hey, that's pretty good. That's a good start. How are this thing's weapons actually divided?
Got a lock on me.
Alright, so we'll take off an autocannon, one of the LRM bays. I guess it's even. They're even on each side. Well, if we can drop that, if we can drop one of the arms, that thing gets a lot less dangerous. How much health does he have left there? 53? Oh, I'm taking the aim shot. I'm taking the precision strike here. Awesome. Very, very good start.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
I really like that you can actually see the weapons on the mech models. Okay, we might have to have the Hatchet Man just bail out. I'm taking a serious beating here. Fortunately, she can
Receiving you.
she can bounce and like try to find a flanking angle or something. Like there's stuff I can do. It's not just run away. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing really else for you to do other than run forward. So we may as well run forward. We're getting sensor readings out here. Don't need coolant vent yet, but I think we might actually find a good use for coolant vent in a second here.
Roger that.
Alright, head hit. center torso is pretty much toast, though, so I'm not too worried about that pilot's health. I think this is going to be a victory by removing the core of the mech. So, yep, there's that entire lance over there on the hill.
Standing by.
This went from, hey, this is remarkably easy, to this being a reasonable challenge pretty quickly. And by reasonable, I mean kind of unreasonable. So what do I think it's going to take to actually finish this guy off? Because we should watch it, right? I'm generating a lot of heat. We could probably kill a couple of the missile bays. This might be overkill, but also it might not be. We have to get 38 center. I'm going to turn off the 10 as well. So we would need 10 missiles to the center or autocannon plus 1. Autocannon plus 1's fairly likely to happen. If we don't get everything to the center, we're not going to do enough damage to break any of his other parts off, though. You know, I'm gonna go in with as much stuff as we can go in without overheating. Let's just be certain. Okay, I did hit the center with the autocannon. That shot was pretty,
Vic, destroy.
The effectiveness of that shot was very much hinged on that autocannon, and there's unfortunately not really a good way to control it without spending morale. Do not DFA me. Okay. Ow. Yeah, the hatchet man just has to bounce.
Armor breach.
I
Internal
can't
damage.
stay in here. So I'm going to...
I'm receiving you.
Let's see. I can jump to a pretty distant position. I'm trying to find a spot where I can hit him, but I think they can't hit me. This might be that place. So I want to leave my right side showing.
Confirmed.
Man, those are some pretty bad numbers. Whatever, take the shot. My concern here is that I'm not going to get to fire the rest of my autocannon ammo anyway, so...
Negative damage. Repeat.
Stupid,
Negative
tiny,
damage.
evasive robot in the mineral field. It's a real problem. They really don't miss very
Light
much.
damage, Commander.
She's still actually in perfect condition. I could afford to generate some heat by jumping here. I think I want to, because I just want to be in a better position. And if the spider wants to chase, which I think it might, that actually works out really well for us. Okay, so what side is your PPC on? Everything is on the right side. Makes this the worst possible shot. Well, still, 95-95.
Engaging target.
And we hit the torso there, not the arm, which is nice. The autocannon's in the... yeah, it's on the left side. Alright. I'm a little worried about him falling over. We're hitting him with a lot of stability stuff.
Orders?
So you can see on the bar there flashing how much stability will be removed if I run forward, which I am inclined to do. By the way, that the mechanics work. I will lose just about enough stability to get not unstable anymore. If I were to stand still and just rotate, it would be a lot better. If I jump, I lose hardly any. I can't quite get forward far enough to have a good shot, which sucks. Alright, I think this is the move. They're gonna get a knockdown on me, I think, maybe unavoidably.
Heading out.
But this will give me proper vision on these guys. So it's 2 Griffins, same build. A Wolverine that actually really wants us to be closer to it. Well, let's do this. Do I want to Precision Strike? Wait, no, not him. Him. There we go. We're just trying to take his leg out. I like my hit chances a lot better this way. And, you know, we don't really need to save anything for Ricochet's turn, because Ricochet's probably going to have to take a pretty light shot anyway.
Copy that.
Okay, great. Missing the autocannon. Accidental headshot. It's all pretty cool, I guess. Okay, so they have a Thunderbolt themselves. Not a very good one, in my opinion. That's a bad design for a Thunderbolt. Why would you not put an autocannon on it? Look at the size of this gun.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, he needs to keep moving in an attempt to get into autocannon firing angles. And then he's got to take it pretty easy on the guns this turn. This bleeds us a little bit of heat. Yeah, let's try this. We might get lucky and get that leg. How much health does that leg have? No, we're not going to get that leg.
Roger.
Still. Did expose the torso part. Alright, his torso's in bad shape. We might be able to get some real damage on there. Yeah, I get... The spider's like, hey, pay attention to me. I won't do it. If he were to melee me actually in the back arc instead of the side like that, it could have some real repercussions. Alright, let's have Reckless. What do I want to have Reckless do? Just move up to here. I want to try to put enough stability damage on that guy to knock him over. Push his initiative down to 1. I also want to provide a second target so they're not only shooting at the Thunderbolt. He is at probably around 80 stability damage. So these two together hitting might honestly not be enough because we don't have an exact value.
All weapons committed.
Nope, they weren't. That's a shame. We have missed far too many autocannon shots on that guy. Oh, that's beautiful. I love that. Shoot the Jägermech all you want. Sorry, not all you want. Shoot the Jägermech some.
That was a big hit. Big hit.
Shoot the Jägermech a certain amount, and no more.
Standing by.
Apparently, they currently have vision of me here. But there's nowhere I can move to. This spot back here somehow does not have vision of him. Huh. Seems crazy to me. Well, they don't seem very interested in me, but that might be partially because of all the evasion, which is to say that I need to move to keep that up. I'm just going to move to this position where I can't see anybody and nobody can see me, and brace. Let the heat go a little bit. Okay, Thunderbolt stayed in strong for now.
Systems holding.
So what I really want, I think,
Commander.
is for Ricochet to knock this dude over so that the Thunderbolt gets a clean aim shot on him.
Target locked in.
Alright, that'll do it.
Critical hit, Commander.
He's a defender, so he probably has at least 4 health. He's about to take a 3rd point of health damage. Okay, yeah. Their Thunderbolt gets to move, and then we get to take a really, really good autocannon shot to this guy. Awesome, we're splitting them off. Now, it is worth noting that the Blackjack does not have Bulwark, so we don't want it to take too much of this, but I want to divide some shots up here.
Good to go.
Alright, can you... Yes, you can just jump down here, take that nice shot. We're going to watch our heat, but... And actually, not doing a great job of losing stability damage. Alright, so just go center. 64 health. So I'm going to not fire one of the SRM racks, or I'm going to not fire the autocannon, because we actually don't have to. And that's a lot of heat we save. We have to hit with roughly 50% of the shots, a little bit less than 50% of the shots. Yeah, I'm going to do it this way.
Acknowledged.
Save some heat. If this doesn't kill him, I'll be sad. It didn't kill him. We left him at 8. We left him at 1 missile. Oh, but I hit his head, so the pilot was incapacitated. Good enough.
Warning. Enemy in rear arc.
That spider would really, really like my attention.
I'm here.
Well, he's doing a really good job of being in a place where it's, like, inconvenient for me to fight him. Be a little bit careful here. I can't be too cavalier about my back armor.
Engaging jump jets.
We really do have more pressing issues. So, this Griffin has a PPC. That guy is pretty much just firing an autocannon. So I think the Wolverine is maybe the next threat I want to deal with. It's less heavily armored than the Thunderbolt, and it's dealing a little bit more damage than the Griffin is. Do I want to precision strike him? Both to try to soften up his shot and to push his initiative down. I think so. Go to right torso. I can't knock it off, but I can do a lot of damage to it. If I went to the arm and I actually hit with both my weapons, we'd get it very close to dead, and there's a chance I'd trigger an ammo explosion. Without the autocannon, he's really not a danger anymore. Let's do that. Okay. You know, I'm not going to complain about missing by hitting center. Parts of that work out real well. I would not have run up to that range for the purpose of firing a particle cannon. That seems like a bad way to use that weapon. Well, I cannot get a bead on that spider. Thing's too small. Well, I certainly don't want to just jump out into the open. Could jump over to here. That seems very risky. I sure would be able to surprise that Thunderbolt. Yeah, what I really want to do is have her fight the spider a little bit. But they're making it tough. I could jump into the mineral field, take advantage of the fact that I'd be hard to hit. I can show my right arm. No, I cannot. I cannot show my right arm to these guys and still shoot the spider.
Moving at full throttle.
We're just going to get into a position where we can potentially threaten the spider next turn. And honestly, I could use the heat reduction. Alright, so we can use an aim shot to push the Griffin down another level of initiative and ensure that both of my pilots get to hit it. We have 70 resolve, so if we take that aim shot with this guy, it doesn't even push us out of... It doesn't even push us out of inspiration range. That is pretty fantastic. His right side is pretty screwed up. I'm debating whether I want to take a right side shot here or whether I want to stay in the front arc. I kind of want to generate the 1 point of evasion. We are starting to take a fair amount of damage.
Moving to position.
Go for the precision strike. Just try to aim dead center. His arm doesn't have anything on it. Like, this side is pretty strong, but I need the evasion.
Aye, aye.
Oh, I forgot to turn my damn autocannon back on.
Standing by.
Well, that's... you know, it's an error. It's not a huge one. I melee for 60. I probably do not want to run up and punch this thing. But I probably do want to start taking up covered position. Here, I have a pretty good shot on the Wolverine. Yeah, just frontal arc shot it. Seems fine to me. I wish he had the heat vent thing. No, that was too much. Okay, in fact, this is exactly as much as I can fire without overheating.
Firing.
Okay. He is not long for this world. That's a fairly serious hit.
I'm taking heavy hits, Commander.
AC-5 is not a joke. It's a real weapon. What is the spider? Yep, the spider is going to continue going after the blackjack. Huh, that hits in this arc, is it? Weird. I mean, the spider is very obviously standing all the way behind me. Very strange. So I want to keep trying to work over this
I'm
Wolverine.
receiving you.
God, I hate how much evasion that thing's getting. Like, even if I jump over here, I can't actually hit it. Alright, hold on, you. So I think I want to... I want to just advance. I can afford to jump. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I can afford to jump. Be a little bit more careful with my armor. That is left leg. So I probably want to present front arc to these guys.
Engaging jump jet.
Try to keep their damage spread out over the body. Yeah, the heat efficiency of the blackjack is actually really nice. Oh, I'm not in the frontal arc. Shoot. Yeah, I thought I would be. Well, crap. Okay, that jump is not going to clear as much unsteadiness as he would like. Also, that was a remarkable amount of hits for 3 points of evasion.
Low.
I think we're going to just reserve Centurion. If she's going to jump out and try to do something, I want her to do it. Oh, I thought for sure that jump was to get into the Thunderbolt's back arc. If we're going to do something, I want her to do it after all of them go so that she can scamper back to cover before too many of them get a shot on her. Okay, so that guy has gotten to a place where I cannot get an easy direct shot on him. He's avoiding the autocannon. Well, that's fine by me. We haven't really had much need for the breaching shot here. Our enemies are just kind of standing in the open. Jesus. I really just need, like... I need some time to not shoot.
Engaging.
I can't afford that. I really could use it.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Alright, I think we got him. And he's unsteady now, so a an aim shot from the Thunderbolt. Okay. Probably time to back up here. An aim shot from the Thunderbolt is probably going to drop him. Even if it doesn't kill him, it's going to knock him down to 1 initiative.
Receiving you.
He is not going to get another turn.
Heading out.
I am remembering to fire my autocannon. You know what? I'm also gonna coolant vent. Fire all that coolant out into the air. Okay. So we're just gonna dump almost all of our heat and blow this guy the hell up. I'm done with you.
Aye, aye.
Okay. Knockdown wasn't necessary. We got there.
Target eliminated.
So now they have left this Thunderbolt, which does actually have significant weapon systems, and this Griffin, which is pretty much just a PPC. And we still have this stupid spider to deal with. Alright, it's my left side that's all screwed up. We'll jump up like this. I'm going to take a pot shot. That's a lot of heat. So I'm just going to fire the autocannon.
Confirmed.
Okay. Worth a shot. And then he's going to get a turn, and then I'm going to get to shoot at him again. And then move. This is my plan. She pops out, she shoots at him, and then backs off behind the thing. And then we, oh man. Miss.
Warning. Detecting mech warrior injury. Warning. Weapon system destroyed.
That's annoying.
Yes,
I don't know which
Commander.
autocannon that was. I want to try to just take his head clean off. It's probably not going to work. With a 60 damage shot, bust him up pretty bad. He's in cover. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I'm just taking the taking the aim shots that I'm not so likely to miss.
Roger.
And then we run back behind cover. See, that guy will still have line of sight on me with his particle cannon, so no, we gotta run all the way back
Copy
here.
that.
Ace Pilot, get the hell out of there. The Blackjack still doesn't have a turn. The Blackjack needs to move.
Warning. Armor low.
Which autocannon was that we lost? It was the damage autocannon. Okay, of the two of them, I think that's the one I would rather lose. Really, I can't jump back to a position that has actual cover? Well, I can jump back to a position inside the mineral field. I guess that's going to have to do. And we need to show my left side to avoid taking potentially lethal center torso damage. Now I may as well shoot, right? Nope. Cannot, in fact, shoot. Brace. Alright, that was an unwise shot, I think, on his part. It was very unlikely to work. Okay, this guy overheated a little bit to do the thing that he did there.
Ready for orders.
Saber. Just run behind the Griffin and shoot into his back armor. That seems pretty good. I probably want him to not go first, though.
Yes, Commander.
Right now I'm shooting into your frontal armor, which feels like a waste if you're also getting shot in the back. This could be the turn where I just, like, chill out and take it easy. But also, at some point we have to kill this spider. And we do have to work out the Thunderbolt at some point as well. The thing is, from the frontal arc here, I might hit the legs or the head, and I'm still dealing stability damage. Yeah, like, this still matters.
Yes, Commander.
Alright, move you to here.
On the move.
Keeping my strong side facing their Thunderbolt. Take an aim shot. Let's put it dead center, right? Yeah, there's no structural damage anywhere.
On it.
Okay,
Critical hit, Commander.
that's pretty alright. Took his PPC off. He's way less dangerous, and he's been moved down to 2 initiative now. Please don't kill me. Please, Mr. Tiny Spider, don't kill me. Man,
Warning. Armor breached.
he did not move enough to get 4 charges of evasion. That is nonsense. That is hot nonsense. Alright,
Engaging jump jets.
I'm sensor locking him. You are a cheater,
Lock on
and we all know it.
Standing by.
I think I pass here. Oh, the thing is, if I step into a position where I can see that guy and I manage to hit him with the autocannon, it's a knockdown. So I want to show my right arm like this. Trying to get the angle as right as possible.
Location confirmed.
Because he's all the way
Heads
unsteady.
up.
Awesome. He only has 7 front armor on his center torso, so we didn't really make his center torso any harder to hit. But now we guaranteed that he goes after Ricochet and Saber. Yep, absolutely fine. I got back armor. I'm not afraid of you.
My armor's getting stripped off.
Ah, you're fine, you big baby.
Commander.
Now, how much do I care about this spider? The answer to that question is not that much. This guy's starting to be able to do kind of a lot of damage to me, but like I would like to finish off the Griffin.
I copy.
I would like to be down 1 more enemy. Center torso, turn off 1 of the SRMs. Come on, center torso with that autocannon.
Engaging with target.
Didn't get it. Did some okay damage, though. The center torso, or the autocannon shot went into his left torso, I
Waiting
think.
for orders.
It's not super good chances of a kill here. He's unlikely to really do any meaningful damage this turn because he's got to stand up and he's got to deal with all this heat. Maybe I do just turn and shoot at the spider now. Well, I should turn anyway. No, the spider's too close to me. Yeah, let's just go for it. Finish him. Okay, cool.
Hostile removed.
We are very, very close to being clear here. And it looks like probably no one will die. Cinematic camera angle making it real hard for me to tell what's going on during the actual action.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
Okay, so he jumped in the mineral field in an attempt to make it once again impossible for me to hit him. Not quite pulling it off the way he'd like, though. Wait, do I not? Huh. It's letting me select the left leg. Oh, you do have to have the weapon activated. That would be why.
Engaging target.
Ah, come on. 35 health. 'Cause at this point, I think he's more of a threat than the Thunderbolt is, because the Thunderbolt's so far away. Oh, man. The difficulty we're having hitting this thing is really just, like, sapping my life force. Well, I need to get back behind cover. I'm just gonna take our other precision. Like, this has gotta be done. Can I get both the medium lasers on too?
All right.
Of course we missed the autocannon. Goes without saying. Well, I crit one of his lasers.
Reporting critical hit.
Okay. The good news is that was 2 aim shots, so now he's down to initiative 2 on his next turn. So basically, these 2 can ignore the spider and just work this guy over, because the spider is going to die to the other 2, I think.
Orders?
You melee pretty hard, right? Yeah, 80. I think I just run up on this dude and punch him to let my heat regen a little bit. 95% chance to deal an 80 damage hit.
Targeting physical attack.
Okay, the arm is not what I wanted. I wanted the leg, really. But yeah, take what we can get here.
Moving to position.
Keep backing away, keep staying in cover. Looks like I could turn on a little something more.
Target acquired.
Wow, that really was not that much stability damage. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what my dream is here.
Yes, Commander.
What I want to happen here is I want to get this guy down with 1 attack without spending any resolve. Killing him will cap our resolve, or at least we'll put it high enough that we can spend a precision strike without going under 50%. And we have the blackjack precision strike this guy to push him down to 1, and we have at him one more time, hopefully enough to really cripple his ability to deal damage. Please finish it. Okay, about damn time. I will say, even though that thing got as much damage in as it did, I still don't think it was worth going after it at any point. Like, we were fighting things that were significantly more threatening the whole time. Alright, show your left side. Just in case.
Engaging jump jet.
Although I think this is going to go pretty well. Precision strike. Doesn't actually matter where. I guess we could work the arm. The arm doesn't actually even have any value, though. I'm going to go for the leg.
Engaging target.
Oh, we did get the breaching shot there. He is in cover. That's true. I forgot about that. Okay, so he's down to 1.
Commander.
Ricochet, you need to keep backing up. Showing him your right arm, if possible.
On my way.
Try to keep him off of the center torso. Okay, better stick to just this. Alright, well we got some damage in there. And now I just point blank him with all of my weapons. This does deal considerably more damage than a melee attack. I think we maybe precision strike as well. I can't actually push my hit chance any higher. You go after the leg, but we're not going to knock it down. Probably want to go after his torso section here.
Got it.
There we go. That's what we wanted.
That hit something good.
So now he only has his large laser left. Which is still a dangerous weapon, don't get me wrong. But I'm feeling a little more secure now. Taken a lot of damage.
My armor.
Alright, we can't shoot at him at all. Or sorry, we can't aim shot at all without losing our Inspire, but I think we gotta do something here. I'm just gonna take these 2... Well, I'm gonna take whatever shot I can get here. He kind of has to die this turn, is what I'm thinking. So we like it's reasonable to commit everyone.
Copy that.
I just need to fire one weapon at him because her primary purpose here is removing an evasion charge.
Taking a shot.
Okay, that was center torso armor, right? Putting it up. Okay. Now we have to precision strike with the autocannon because we need to knock him down to the next initiative level. And I think we do just work the torso here.
Engaging target.
Alright, does that...
AC-5. Ammunition depleted.
Yep, that did put him to unsteady.
Waiting for orders.
Then we want to... ideally... I guess I can't lose the right arm to his laser. Nor can I lose the center. But ideally we would show him left arm now. Can I do that while also getting a second point of evasion? I don't want to get that close either. Okay, this'll do. This was tough. Alright, we gotta get all of the stability damage we can in here. I missed with the 90% autocannon shot. That sucks. So there's no knockdown possible.
Waiting for
I was really hoping for a knockdown there, because that would have led to the to a pretty easy core. We definitely don't want to shoot him from the back. Okay. First of all, this is event turn for sure. Then I think I might have to... Can I jump and get him from... Nope, he managed to put himself in a position where it is impossible for me to shoot him from either the front or the right, the left. Which is the things I need to do. Well... Just DFA. 65% chance to hit, and my leg armor is in pretty good shape. I probably would be alright. I guess the laser's on this side, so we could go for that. His back armor... Honestly, his back center does not survive a hit from the autocannon. Yeah, I just run right up behind him, aim shot to the center armor, and hope. Alright, dump the rest of the SRMs.
locking in all weapons.
Okay. That was a bit of a slog.
Neutralized.
Mission.
Let's dust off and go home. Man, putting my lance against two other lances... Like, that first lance we went up against was slightly lighter than mine, and the second one was just about equivalent to mine, maybe even slightly heavier. It feels like a lot. It feels like too much. Okay, so... 22-day injury, 17-day injury, massive mech damage. We are not going to be ready to fight again anytime soon. We get 2 pieces of salvage. Well, we should finish our Griffin. Right? There's no other concern there. Ooh, wow, look at that. That's very exciting. Also, a +2 damage LRM-15. That's +2 damage per missile. That is 30 extra damage. Holy crap, they have some good stuff. Anything weird down here in the equipment section? Nope, just jump jets and stuff. Okay, we should finish our Griffin. I really, really want to take these. Alright, I'm gonna take a piece of the Griffin and the LRM, I think, and we'll leave the large laser. Yo, that's 50 damage with +3 accuracy for only 18 heat. The tonnage on that is so good. Here's what I'm thinking. We will actually get... We will probably see more Griffin parts than we will see gear of this quality. I'm doing it. This stuff is so good. We got one of the Griffin parts anyway. Okay. I'm confident we will still finish the Griffin. Those are phenomenal. We're probably going to want to put that LRM-15 into the Jaeger mech, and we will figure out how to rearrange that a little bit. I think a 15 is a little bit heavier than a 10 and a 5 put together, so it might be tricky. Honestly, though, with the extra damage, I can just pull both the 10s and put the 15 in and still be up. Right, because we're losing 20 damage to gain 30 damage then, and then that would actually make it consume less ammo and generate less heat when it fires. Let's have a quick look at the time scale of this damage. So the Hatchet Man's going to be a relatively light job. I actually managed to safeguard it pretty well. Jaeger mech also pretty light. So in 2 days, we're going to have Thunderbolt, Hatchet Man, Jaeger mech, Vindicator, if we want to take that out. Let's look at this. I don't know if we have... Do we have another AC-5? We do. So we could go the straight AC-5, replace the ammo bin. What else? Oh, I lost a medium laser. And call it a day. Where the heck are all my medium lasers? Are you serious? Did I run out of Oh, I sold a bunch of them. Right, that's how you run out of medium lasers. Repair all. So that's a 7-day repair already. But with this new large laser that's like totally amazing, maybe we don't run the second autocannon anymore? So now we're drawing 15 rounds for a single autocannon, and we pull this we put this large laser in instead. Heat efficiency is pretty good. This actually does more damage and is extremely accurate. Well, it does less damage because our autocannon was plus damage. And then we could mount another large laser on it. The heat generated by an Alpha Strike there is 44. With no heat sinking, that's not a very good idea. But we could just not, sometimes you don't Alpha Strike. The other thing, like if we don't include the other large laser, heat efficiency is so high that we can Alpha Strike every turn, and then we're going to wish we had another weapon on there. A PPC is cool for generating stability damage, but it's considerably more heat. It's twice as much heat. I think I'm going to do this with it. Yeah, I think that's our new move.
Right. I'll get it in the schedule.
Alright, now let's talk about this Jaeger mech. Hold on. Pull this repair. Let's figure this out. Oh, there was a loading screen tip there about becoming friends with the pirate faction. I was not paying attention. Alright, LRM-15. Weighs 7 tons. This is 5. This is 2. So actually I could exactly just do a replacement. Pull that, pull this. Throw that in there on that side. Although I probably want to keep all my... So there's, there's upsides and downsides to keeping all your stuff on the same side. This is already kind of the weak side of the mech, so this is, this is pretty reasonable, I think. So that turns that into a 3-day repair.
On it. I'll let you know when that's done.
We could definitely just sit for 3 days. 4 days, sorry. We could definitely just sit for 4 days. That's not the end of the world. Now, with Centurion and Reckless both out of action, how are we doing on Mech Warriors? We still have a squad, right? Yeah, we have a squad and then some. Do we have enough mechs to run without doing any repairs? We do, technically. I'm wondering if maybe it's a good idea to take one of those 1.5s with the small squad and the just, Thunderbolt brute force our way through it. Because, I mean, these are all still good mechs. We were taking 1.5s with a worse team than this, I think. Yeah, I might do that. Take 1.5s until we actually damage out, and then sit and repair. These 1.5s look a little high-paying, which makes me nervous. Who are these against? The Canopians, the Capellans, and the other big one is the Canopians. So where does that put us reputation-wise? We're getting pretty close to maxing out with the Capellans, which I'm excited about. The Canopians are not in love with us either. And we're actually liked by the local pirate organization. How neat. Now, this place does not have a black market or anything to mess with. No, okay. Alright, well, I have strong feelings about our adventures here on Linhaoiguan. Maybe that's how it's pronounced. I think things are going really well, except for all the mech parts we just lost. Aside from that, things are going really well. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time when we have more piracy to engage in. And we'll see you then.